There are a lot of ways to view your life and who you are as a person, and there's the classic questions of who am I, what is this experience, and those are fundamentally going to shape your life in the things that you achieve in life. In my opinion, I think the best viewpoint of life is to view it as that you are a living being, you do have a soul, and you experience what I call earth, but I really call it the realm. And I find like that is fundamentally the best experience and the best viewpoint that I've currently come across. I think the ideology of that you are random, that you are unimportant, and that this life is a one-time deal, one-time experience of which you will not exist after, is beyond limiting, and it is completely rooted in lies and fear to destroy you and take away your true power, and also pretty much makes you controllable. I was sitting at, I hung out with my friends this weekend, and my buddy likes to mess with me, and he's always like, he'll tell people that I do like spiritual life development coaching, and then I do like motivational speaking on YouTube. And then some people are like, cool, but other people are like, oh, you got to tell me about that. So then I always get to a point where I'm like, oh God. And then I always pretty much ask a couple questions. The first question, because they want to know like what I think, right, about life. So the first question I ask them is like, do you believe in soulmates? And the question, then there's a table of people, like 4 or 5 people, right? And everyone at the table says no. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then my next question is, do you believe that you have a soul? And that always pauses people, because that's like the question to life. Okay, because you can go one direction and you can go that I don't believe I have a soul and I'm just living here as a physical being, enjoying my brain functionality as my consciousness to experience Earth. And you can live a good life doing that. I really think you can, but I don't think you can live like your best life or live to the full experience that I think this realm is. So for me, if I'm working with someone, the first thing I'm going to teach them is, first off, like how to connect with your own soul's energy. And like that's all we're going to work on, because that is your ticket to life and be able to connect with things. And then from there, once you have that foundation, then you can build your life into more of a person who gets to connect with everything. Because once you understand that you're an energy field, then you can connect with everything. Your perception of the world, you can start seeing things. You can start having more appreciation for the people in your life, the journey, right? The obstacles, you can see them clearly. You can see, why is this obstacle here? What am I supposed to learn? What is this going to give me when I overcome it in terms of like my frequency increase? Right? How do I raise my energy? Okay, if I do drink alcohol, then this is what happens. But if I do this action, then this is what happens to my energy. Okay, and this is how I rebuild my frequency. This is how I flip on a dime. I'm having a bad day, boom, flip it, boom. Like, how do you do that? Right? It's the base level is you got to be able to feel your source that sits right up and down your middle of your body, that vibrates out. So the perception of once again, does my soul exist versus does it not exist, to me is the difference between living a life of abundance, curiosity, appreciation, and love, and being able to feel that, versus really realistically on your best case scenario, the ability to just live some of it but not feel it on the side of souls don't exist. And another exercise, and I want to just challenge this by, if you're watching this and you're on the side of, I am just a living being, then for a week, just start to think about, well, some of these concepts I'm talking about, and if to start to explore them, and maybe you'll find that some of this stuff that I'm talking about, the spirituality side of it, like does connect with you. Okay, imagine this in your life. Imagine that you do have a soul, and you are an energy field, and your higher source, your higher self, is part of this life, but it's somewhere else in like the heavens or another dimension, for instance, and you're here living a human experience. And your job as a human is to essentially build up your frequency and gain knowledge and experience something that you set out for to experience in this realm. Okay, so that's the personal challenge. That's the personal challenge. Okay, and you have essentially passions or obstacles or drive to achieve things. And through those passions and emotions and those fires and that want to experience, those are the hurdles and the challenges that arise from that path are why you came here to Earth. Everything is perfectly hidden in terms of your journey through your own passions. Okay, so that's the personal side. The other side is the social side. One is everything's random, right? Souls don't exist. Everything's random, and I don't know the people around me. I don't have a soulmate. I don't have a twin flame. I don't have any of that. Or that you know every single person in your life, and that there is a special connection with you and all these people, right? That you do have a soulmate. Coda no barking. That you do have a soulmate in twin flames. What's the difference between soulmates and twin flames? You have many different soulmates. These are people that you know from a past life. Once again, these are just ideas, guys. I'm not saying this is all right. I'm just saying this is concepts. These are concepts. These are things worth exploring, is what I'm telling you. Okay, but you have soulmates. These are people past lives. These are usually could be like actual physical lovers, or they could just be really good friends, but these are high vibrational people that you essentially click with immediately. And then you have twin flame, which is essentially the exact match energy of you. And that is theoretically the person that you would spend the rest of your life with or get married to / have children with. Okay. So if we believe you have a soul, now we're believing in soulmates, now we're even believing in twin flame, that there's the one. Why is that powerful? Because it makes us feel more alive. It gives us a chance to think through, like, it gives us a purpose to grow is probably what I would say. That's probably like why I like it. And then you have children. Well, who are your kids? You know, who are your kids? Do you think they're random? Well, what if they're not random? What if they're old friends? What if they're people that you knew from the past, different soul realm of some kind? That gives an extra special connection to your children. You know, maybe you know you're not there to parent as you are more to guide and help. Like, what does that change? Does that change your perception of being a parent? Does that make you want to be a parent? Does that make you feel like, man, maybe I am here to find my soulmate, grow as a person, grow together as a relationship, have children, bring really cool people into this life, give my all to my children because there's a purpose here, and then carry forward. So, random video, but that conversation from that table sparked kind of this thought of, well, maybe I should just make an impromptu video of me talking about the soul, the journey, and the concept that souls do exist. From my standpoint, it is just beyond obvious that they do. And the more you grow as a person, the more challenges are going to come your way. And when you overcome and see challenges correctly and you overcome them, then essentially the level up happens and then you become a higher frequency being. But that's not really how it works. It's actually, you just have a higher range of frequency. And then from there, you just start to enjoy life more and be connected to things. That's how it works. And some people do this at a small scale, and then some people do this at a giant scale that's way beyond even me or anything that I've even witnessed in life. So, all right, guys, that's the quest is, do souls exist in people? And if you think they don't, then explore what if they did? And how does that affect your life if they do? In my opinion, it will explode your ability to enjoy life 10 bajillion fold, because every single thing around you is alive, and the beauty even within the air is abundance, it's healing, and it's electric, and it makes living here in the physical way more special when you know that physicality does not run this life. the spirituality and the energy behind the physicality does. And that is, in my opinion, amazing and something worth even thinking about as a concept or potentially even believing in. I gotta go walk my dog. Talk soon. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.